Weston here with OpticLEDGrowlights.com. Thanks for dropping by. Here is a slim 720S. We are measuring up 10 inches off the ground for par meter testing, full-blown PPFD test here. So you can see we have a bubble level, we have our fixture nice and flat and lined up. We have our par meter, Apogee, and we're going to be taking 64 readings with the Apogee here. I'll link it down below. As you can see, we have an extension on the par meter here, so we can slide that all the way back into those back corners of the tent here. So that first reading is the back right corner here. We're gonna do this back right wall coming back towards me. You can see that far back block because it's all, the grid is all laid out. There's 64 squares drawn on the bottom of this tent. So this is to show you perfectly right centered up. Oh, dial it in a little bit better. Get it dialed in just perfect, the exact center of that square. And then make sure the light is not moving, of course. So we get that real steady so that when we get a reading on the meter, it's a really, really steady reading that maybe bobs around 1 or 2 numbers, something like that. That just shows how nice and flat and still that light is. It's 771 for a corner reading is out of this world. It's pretty rare you see a corner par reading up into that level, and then immediately we jump into 1100 par just the next square over. So that's a gigantic jump in intensity there. So on the third square coming down. Wow, that 1280 range. Very nice. So we're just going to take one reading at a time. I'm plotting them down on this notebook here. And then at the end we will have a digital grid. And we'll give you a PPFD, which is the average par in the whole 4x4 or 1.2 meter space. Look at that. There we go. Get our solid number. That 1176. So it's 1176 for sure. Now this is getting harder. As you get into the corner, you got to get a little bit tricky with it so you can get it centered up the best of your ability. Let's see where this goes to. Make sure I got that. Going 975. So I'm going to go through all 64 readings here in one unedited video to give the highest level of authenticity. 808 in that corner, boom. 800 plus in the corner. It's a very, very select class of LED light fixtures that can deliver such intensity in the corner of that 4x4 area. So we're back up top up there. That was a 950. So we're taking these along the back wall space there. So the full in-depth, look at that. Here we go. And of course I'm going to show you guys the numbers on the chart all here right at the end. You can see here, look, of course we're reading this plotting that down. We're the third one over here. 1,049. Okay, getting closer to the corner. The second from the corner here. 995. And the back, far back corner back there. Straight up. 777. Now to make it easy, I can just come straight to me from here. Yep, that second one from the back. 1185 strong. Here we go. This is as accurate of a test as we could possibly give you, with also having this side of the tent opened up. Look at that, 1456, 1458. That was looking real nice, because we're still pretty far around the edge over there. This is only the second row in. 1575. Now you're getting into the ultra high intensity. Okay, fourth row in here. Look at that, 1516. $14.67. Having this extension on here sure makes it easy. This is a long video, but we wanted this video to be very thorough and to show all the details, all 64 readings. Read the screen. Here you go, 1470. Now we're getting closer to the edge over here. All right, looks like we got 1370. Those are very steady. Notice that the numbers aren't bouncing around a lot. That just shows you how stable the system is in this par meter. The light's not moving. Everything is very consistent. 1642. You can see there. 3 from the wall each way. 1754. And that's that ultra high intensity. Anything over 1500 ultra high intensity requires elevated CO2. Really, anything over 1,000 you want to have a dialed in CO2 system. $17.98. Wow. Those are the big league numbers. The mega yielders. That super high intensity penetrates farther. 1866. And that's on the money. $12.60. And that finishes up that third row. So there's only 5 rows left. That's how intricate this PPFD test is. 1381. And then it skyrockets. 1741, 1743. 1923. $18.61. $17.91. And we're going to share the chart at the end that shows all these readings on the chart, so we can show you the ppf a watt. $18.01. $16.94. We got one more on the edge, and this gets us to the halfway point. Okay, that's on the next row. Going back. 1801. Yeah, having this all, look at that. Close up, we can see exactly what square that is. Fourth square up. And that's one of your hot spot in the middle squares. 1790. That's bringing in the power. The photon density. 1814. That's your center square. Part of your center square. In that hot spot zone. And then over here, third one over. Make sure we have that lined up just perfect. This shows us 1922. Try it that way. If it doesn't want to sit flat, we do it this other direction. And the closer we get to the open side, it does get a little bit tougher. 1720. And then the final, the edge reading there, 1380. Okay, 3 rows left. Yep, we want to get these next 3 rows. 1336. You can clearly see that on all 64 of these readings, you're going to get an accurate reading. It's going to be a clear number displaying on that par meter there. 1640. The full in-depth. This is a slim 720S. What a beauty. 1840. These are numbers we could only dream of back in the day. And this is at 10 inches away from the light. $17.82. There we go. Here's the next one. 1742. See, from us, you're always going to get a light that's been leveled, so we're going to get uniformity on our par readings. So you're not going to have 200 par difference one side to the other because your light's tilted. 1715. And that makes a big difference too on getting that true accurate reading, having that light leveled and flat so you get those uniform numbers across the board. Look at that, 1610, 1612. Okay, so now it's back. These are the final 2 rows we're punching out numbers here for. Final 2 rows, but these ones are a little bit harder. So here we are, 1260. Because we want to shut these tent doors a little bit, just to help keep some of that light in the tent. So just kind of get that adjusted a little bit. We can't have a fully closed tent. This side is going to be open, but we will have just partially, just a couple inches kind of zipped up to the side there, so we can get as accurate numbers as possible for this 4x4 tent. So here you go. Make sure we got the light not moving around. That's how we get those really steady readings. So we're at the 3rd square now. Here we go. And we're almost finished. Look at that. 1394. See, I'm gonna bump it over. Gotta make sure we get the sensor nice and flat on that square. Okay, 1460. Yep, 1460 or better. Okay, and this is really important for this to be one full unedited clip here. So there we go, 1460. I had just written that down from a moment ago. So now we're flip-flopped to the other 4 squares on the other side. So we had to turn everything around. Of course, the tent's flapping around in the wind. So here we go. We want to get the 4 second to last row. We're just trying to get these final 4 on this other side. So thank you guys for staying tuned for the full in-depth play-by-play on this par meter test. Okay, I think we got everything rotated around finally. Look at that. See where she stands. 1411. Okay. So we just have these final few readings, and this is squaring up to be one of the highest PPFD test videos ever recorded for YouTube. There's gonna be very few lights. I would be very surprised to see something beating this for the amount of PPFD, the numbers that this light is producing on one unedited video. Very high quality testing. Squaring up here for this second square from the wall here. This is on the second to last row. So let's see here, 1232. 1232. Now for the measurement on the wall side over there in the corner. These can be kind of tough spots to get that sensor lined up just right. But these numbers that this light is pumping out is truly amazing. Look at that, 1020 in the corner, 1000 par in that corner area over there. That's incredible. Okay, now this is the very corner reading. This is with the tent doors still flapped open. They're trying to partially close them, did not work out very well. It makes it too difficult to do the testing with the video. So still with the open tent door, and that bleeds a lot of light out, of course, since it's not reflecting back. But we're still getting monster par readings in the corner. Look at this. First I gotta wrestle the tent down. Okay, we got it in there. Let's see here. Get the meter, 817. 817. Now we just gotta bring it home on this final row. Gonna get this final row here. Check that out. This is an incredible light. Here, see, 816. Now we're gonna go to the third square over here. That's 720S. This is plugged in at 710 watts. And let's see here. Now we're at third one there. So here we go. Okay, that we're doing 1056 on that one. Now we're getting into the middle over here, right on the edge. And then we're going to talk about the PPFD numbers on this bad boy. Truly incredible. One of the greatest par meter tests of all time. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so we're just getting that kind of dialed into that spot there. Okay, so this one we're coming in at, this is that front and center spot, 1032. Bringing you the most accurate as possible PPFD test here with the 64 readings, all on one unedited video clip to give you the truest authenticity possible. And we're going to show you one of the best ever PPFD recordings on a LED grow light test. All right, here we go. So we're just on these final few readings, and then we have this all finished up. So here we are, 1014. Now we're going over just these last couple readings here. Just writing that number down. Alright. So these last ones, they can be kind of tough, you know, getting everything situated here. So we're in that third square. We already have that corner reading. That corner over there, we already have it. So here we go. We got 925. That's what she just ticked up to. There we go. She's holding steady. 925. There we go. And last one we're taking here. And then this is all buttoned up for the par meter testing. And we have centered up 844. 844, and that corner reading was 808. Amazing. So boom, absolutely incredible. Let's go ahead and pop up the PPFD chart right here on the screen. So take a look here. So if we take all the numbers and we average it out over the 64 squares, 1390. That's the PPFD. 1,390 in this 4x4 tent. So we take that times 1.44, gives us 2001 divided by 710 watts is 2.81 micromoles per joule, with the tent doors standing wide open, which bleeds a lot of light out this side over here. So for that to test up 2.81 micromoles per joule in a 4x4 grow space, very, very rare to find that high of a PPF rating. And this isn't a 700 watt light. This isn't an extremely powerful light we're rocking right here. Slim 720S, the big boy, triple dimmer, 3096 diodes, 10 inches off the ground. Absolutely incredible, guys. Hey, big shout out to all you guys who watched every test all the way through. Check out opticled.com. Leave a review, buy a light, and we'll catch you on the next one.